Hola guys, this was Friday, part 2. Well, that is the ugliest dang thing I've ever seen. It looked better in my mind's eye, y'all. I just need to level the ground. The level is not ground, so the tiles are not, are not flat. I broke a tile messing around. Definitely need to level the ground. Is it sort of what I envisioned? Sort of. But the spacing is terrible. And I need to definitely get back here in the back and level that ground. But I was just so exhausted from moving these. So I might get into that here in just a little bit. But I mean, it's not terrible. But it's not where I want it yet. For ease, I should have done the mulch, but for style-wise, I think, oh my gosh, they're not even watching their kid. I could totally be kidnapping this kid right now. I ain't even told y'all about my new neighbors. Anywho, yeah, this will look better once I level off the back right here. But it's definitely close to what I wanted right now. Testing. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Can y'all hear me? I didn't check under this table for new wasp nests, beehives, whatever. So if y'all hear me scream, there's one under there. I'm about to prep my terracotta pot for strawberry plants. You guys, I have no patience. Yeah. Oye, Martin. Excuse me. This ain't no different than the table inside. You are not allowed. Can I hold you? Why are you out here? The birdies are going to be poking at you. Stay close to mama. But anywho, y'all know I planted strawberries, right? And I have no patience. So while I was at Home Depot, I saw that these were trailing. They got little roots already growing. Okay. And this one, they don't look very fantastic, but they're not too bad. These have the beginnings of little strawberries already. There's another one in here somewhere. Plus a little root nodule. So I'm going to go ahead and wing it. Here's the flower. Is that broken? I think that's broken. Darn it, I didn't investigate properly. But anywho, there's growth. There's little trails. So they were $4.87 each. So if they die, I'm going to be mad because that was $10 I could have used on something. I'm chasing down my sweet tea with some ice water. But I have the tiniest little bit of potting soil left over. I'm going to put in this pot and see how deep it gets. And then I'm going to mix in a little black cow poop. Mix it up and get these little strawberries in the pot. Y'all know I usually don't don my gloves, but when I mess around with poop, yeah. So it looks like there's more than enough soil in here. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to use this little wagon as my mixer. This is where a little wheelbarrow would come in handy. I just realized it's going to be too hard to mix the poop into that little pot. So I'm going to go get me a scoop of poop, and get to mixing. Shall return. Black cow poo-poo, caquita, manure. Dump it in my soil. Get in there with my hands. Mix it up. So now that it's all nice and mixed, I'm going to pour some in here. They go in container deep. Now I don't know if I should be doing 2 in one pot, but I'm gonna. If I see they're choking each other out, then I'll do something different. So I'm going to set that one there. And I just measure the pot into the soil. And then I'll just add... Oh, chihuahuas, Polly Gray! What is it with you guys all over my tables? Excuse me. Excuse me. Are you ready for your close-up? Can you move your furry little hindquarters? Come on. Muévete, hedionda. Okay. I'm going to fit. Move your buttocks, Polly Gray. I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. I think I should be being way more gentle than I am. See, now this little thing right here is a root. So we're gonna make a little trench and bury it. Same with this one, this little cluster right here. Those are roots. So I'm gonna trail it, make a little trench, and bury it. I still have the herbs to do and to repot my bell peppers. Ooh, you sexy thing, you sexy thing. I need to take the water hose to this tablecloth. But anywho, let's talk about my new neighbors. Well, my neighbors in general. I'm sure people talk crap about me too. After that karaoke nonsense we had going on out here, we went in early though. I am not that neighbor. I called a po-po on them neighbors, so I would never be that neighbor. But anywho, I hope y'all can hear me. It's so stinking loud out here. A couple weeks ago, I headed out early and was making my way home, and I'm driving around the subdivision, and I'm like, it's a pretty chill little subdivision. You know, middle class. Everybody minds their business. Respectful for the most part. Tries to keep their property nice and cute and neat. A lot of decorators around here. I ain't the only one with all this explosion of stuff. But for the most part, it's quiet. It's peaceful. People are cordial, if not friendly. And I'm driving around thinking, we got a good bunch of people in this subdivision. I come around the corner, I see a moving truck. No diss to renters and leasers. I'm sure the majority of y'all are awesome. Keep your house up, your property up, respect your neighbors. But there is something to say about leasers and renters acting a fool because it ain't their house. So I come around the corner and I see a moving truck. And goodness knows I've not had the best of cars. At one point, my car, I think, was the oldest. Not a mess. When I had the Malibu, it wasn't a jacked up mess, but it was the oldest car in the neighborhood. But I still maintained it. It was still, you know, a decent car. There are 2 busted hoopties in the front of this house that's moving in. Let me just say, my new neighbors are loud. I think they have CPS. visiting them, because yesterday I had a lady ask me if there was street parking, and she went to that house, and she don't look like she lived around here. Blonde and blue-eyed, honey. Now, we got some white folks in this neighborhood, but we ain't got them kind. Not the blonde and the blue-eyed little soft girls. Not around here, okay? We got them Texas big hair girls around here. Our little white girls are the Texas big hair, I will cut you kind of little white girls. This little girl was dainty. And I just got a vibe. I got a feeling that it's a CPS thing, just based on a little folder she was carrying and stuff like that. I mean, you don't know anything about new folks. One day I'm going to retire in the country. But anyway, that day, this 2 busted up hoopties, really loud. And of course, moving in is a busy thing. But after the movers left, after the folks that I assumed were their friends left, they drug out the most busted up basketball hoop. Now, they haven't lived here long enough to know that those are not allowed anymore, because it was causing such traffic congestion and dangerous issues with kids all out in the street. Only recently have 2 homes in the subdivision pulled theirs back out again. But the rule is you have to bring it in. You can't leave it out. They're new, so they probably don't know. But the condition this thing is in, the backboard is all broken out. It's like a hazard. There's glass pieces just hanging there. The same neighbors are the ones whose baby just ran up in my yard. And prior to that, I'm not parent shaming because I don't know anybody's story, okay? But as a mother, most mothers' instincts are to nurture a child when they hurt themselves. This baby, y'all saw how little he was running down the street earlier before he walked into the yard. He was running down the street from their driveway, running down the street, and I hear what I assume is his mom yelling at him saying, "That's not your ball, that's not your ball." This baby is chasing some ball, and we're on the slope, so it's going down. I didn't see the ball, I just saw the baby running. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's going into the street. The mom comes out from the garage, "That's not your ball, that's not your ball." The baby face plants onto the street. I'm not even this kid's mom, and your instinct is, oh, poor baby, you want to grab the baby. I'm looking like, oh my gosh, he face planted this poor baby. She goes over to him and she says, "That's why I told you don't be chasing it. That's not your ball." She pulls him up by his arm and smacks his butt. Baby's already crying because he landed on his face. But instead of, oh my gosh, are you okay? Checking his little face, checking his mouth, checking his nose, just hugging him, just checking on him, she yells at him and smacks him in the butt. Okay, guys, I had to come inside because that doggy is not going to stop barking. My neighbors across the street, who have lived here forever, never, but let their kids kick soccer balls all wild in the street and slam into cars. They're having some shindig, apparently. Or it's Friday. They usually sit out there and drink a few beers, and they're never loud. Every now and then, like for a birthday or whatever, they'll have a birthday. They bust out a karaoke machine themselves, and they're out there singing. But by 9 o'clock, bam, they're inside. And like I said, I'm not that neighbor who for every little thing I'm going to complain. I'm not. But if you go past 10:30 on any given day, and you're out there causing a ruckus, I don't mean music, okay? But if you're out there just being extra, I'm going to call it a po-po. But anyway, the dog was barking at my forever neighbors because they're just getting home from work, and they bring out their little chairs and they sit out in the garage, which I never understand. Mi gente latina, my Latinos, my Mexican people, why y'all party in the garage? Why y'all party in the garage? I know y'all have a backyard. How come a lot of my Latino brethren want to party in the garage? They barbecue in the garage. They decorate the garage for birthday parties, balloons and streamers and everything. They sit out there, chill with their beer and their wine, their karaoke. What's wrong with your backyard? I love a backyard shindig. I mean, I don't get it. When they have the inflatable pool, they have the inflatable pool in their garage, the driveway. I'm like, huh? But anywho, any of my Latinos watching can explain that to me? Do y'all entertain out front? Or are y'all a backyard kind of people? But anyway, doggy was barking. He wouldn't hush. She's usually pretty darn quiet, but she wouldn't hush. And then, for all I know, there might be security cameras recording everything I say. I do not know. The neighbors I was talking about, ever since they moved in, it's probably a fake security camera, because every time anybody walks by, it says, hello, smile, you are being recorded. Hello, smile, you are being recorded. A bird can fly by. Hello, smile, you are being recorded. That gets irksome. But anyway, I'm trying not to be the Karen of the neighborhood. When I moved in, there was a Karen of the neighborhood. Her name was Miss Charlie. She was a demon spawn. And I used to say years ago, I bet I'm going to end up like Miss Charlie. I think I'm going to be the next Miss Charlie. Because them kids kicking that soccer ball tick me off. Because they're out there playing baseball. They're out there playing soccer. They're out there just with balls. And I had my Malibu's windshield cracked by an errant ball once. So now I'm really, really paranoid. But anyway, back to the neighbors. Back to the chisme. The gossip. That family who moved in is just, maybe they're just, I don't know. Maybe they're, I don't know. They've only been here like 2 weeks. I ain't been no wild parties or nothing. It's just the vibe I get off of them. There's a lot of yelling. The mom and the dad are out there cussing and fighting. I don't like the way she treats the little one. The whole thing is, why aren't you paying attention to your child? That child was running down the street. Had he not fallen, he would have kept running down the street. You came out from your garage. Why are you not paying attention to what looks like a 2-year-old child? Maybe 3? Why aren't you? Why did that child make it as far into my yard as he did before you approached? You weren't even after the child when he was on his little wagon. You came out after the wagon stopped. Like, my gosh, it's 2023. Kids are being stolen and sold left and right, and there are still parents that are clueless. I'm sorry. I'm not perfect, and I don't want to parent shame, but I don't like seeing it, okay? I don't like seeing it. Losing your temper, being cranky, yelling, okay, I get it. But smacking your kid when he fell, when it was your responsibility to be watching him instead of nurturing him, taking care of him, checking on him. But it is what it is. Just now when I went up to the front, as I was walking in, I went out there to make sure them kids, I mean, if you have a soccer ball, okay, I just hope you guys aren't playing baseball, because that's what busts out windshields. I noticed, I went out and saw the kids, confirmed it was a soccer ball, and then looked over to the house, and those busted up hoopties are there again. The busted up hoopties do not live there. I think they're friends, because they were there the day that they moved in, so I think it's just friends. But there's a lot of cars out there right now, so they're probably getting ready to relax on a Friday. Like I said, I don't care. I don't care. But I've had neighbors in the past who start fights in the friggin' street. And I don't know these people, so I'm gonna be like that. Call me Miss Charlie. But I'm gonna make myself another glass of ice water. My head's starting to hurt. I don't know if it's because I was stressed or the weather or whatever. Honestly, my head's been hurting since sniffing the roses at the Home Depot. But it smelled so good. But I'll see what else we get into. Like I said, I need to do the herbs, and I need to repot my bell, and then I'll see you guys in a bit. So I went ahead and repotted my mini roses. One of my last memories from 99 cent only. They're doing so good. Holy crap. I got a new little bud forming. I just noticed that. Oh my goodness, they were kind of crowded and smashed in together in their original little pots. And when I took them out, they were so root bound, it didn't take much to pop the pots they were in. But I went from this size to this size and they were ready. I just noticed I got a bloom gonna start. But yep, my mini roses are repotted. I repotted my bell peppers from this pot. Y'all remember I got it not too long ago at Dollar Tree. Thought the color would be pretty for my bells. I potted it in this old ugly been around forever pot, but they definitely needed some root room too. There's how the strawberry turned out. I moved the strawberries I planted over here, and little Miss Somebody right here decided to sit in it. She was casually, comfortably sitting in it. Bobo. Not the berries, Bobo. Not. Oh, y'all are so rude. And I have these set up. I went ahead and got my soil, a little sprinkle of cow manure, and I'm gonna set these in there. I need to attach the little chains to the hooks. I just cut off the rope and kept the hooks that are attached, and I'm gonna attach the little chains, but I haven't put up my bar yet that I want to set them on, but that's what I got there so far. I got a little poop in here. So I got my gloves on, proctologist style. So I don't know what I'm doing, but according to the package instructions, I'm supposed to sew them 1/4 inch in. Oh, they're itty bitty. Look how tiny. They're smaller than a peppercorn. So we'll start here. I have 16. So I'm going to do 8 holes, 2 seeds per. Oh no, I dropped seeds. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you guys, I dropped so many. I only have enough for 3 holes now. I'm so sad. There's no way I'm gonna find them. I don't think you plant these. I think you sprinkle. Because these go in 1/8 of an inch, so. I'm gonna make some furrows. Okay. Sprinkle them in. I'm just gonna top them off. Okay, so there's your oregano. These are pretty small too. So I think I'm gonna sprinkle these as well. But it says 1/4 inch. Let me take this glove off because that's what did it. These are super tiny as well. Itty bitty. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna make holes and drop seeds. They're so tiny. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Cover those up. Okay, that's my basil. My oregano, as Marge Simpson said. And my sage, which didn't do well. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 open holes. I need to put something in. So I think I might set stones in there. That way tomorrow when I go pick up 1 more pack of seed, I can drop them in there. So these are the little hook chains that I got at Dollar Tree for some other project I had in mind. And we are going to hook them up to these guys. Hopefully that little clip is strong enough to support this chain and the weight of the pot. Come here, my poor little sage. Matter of fact, so I can remember where my holes are, I'm going to put a leaf in there. This way, I know where to put them. This might not be a good idea for this one because these don't clip, they just hook. We'll see. Wait a second. Isn't sage used to ward off bad luck? Like it's what they smudge with? I don't think this particular seed plant was paying attention. But let me show you what I've done temporarily because I'm getting tired and I gotta pee. This is not the post I want to put it on, but it's what they're on right now. And I'm about to give everything a good drink of water because it was a sunny, beautiful day. And I'm calling it a night. I think I want to light the fire pit and come out here with a little Moscato and just enjoy the night. But I'm scared of the dark, so I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see. But anyway, let me show you what I've done so far. So they're on this post with my macrames just for the time being. I'm going to give everything a good dousing of water, and I hope it doesn't get too heavy that it bends and breaks because it's already bowing. My air scared me, but everything needs a sippy sip. And in the time it took me to go inside and tinkle, Polly Gray knocked over my fountain and made my gazy ball roll across. Not only that, guys, what I was afraid would happen, happened. The pole buckled. The pole buckled and broke, y'all. I mean, it was just an umbrella stand perched precariously on some rigged brackets, but I'm too exhausted to pick any of this up right now. Thankfully, you are the mischievous one. You are the naughty one. Thankfully, the pots landed all on their bottoms. Nothing scattered. I've gone ahead and started giving everything a drink. Oh, you're a naughty girl. You're a naughty girl. But this is where they're going to be until I set up their own little setup. Cabrona, chiflada, chisqueada. Shameless. You are not shamed at all, are you? I'm not ashamed. I'm a cat. I don't like her on my table, though. But she will be trained. But I'm through for the evening. I'm going to fill up my fountain. And I know she likes it when the water is shooting up. Plus, she likes to take a sippy sip from it. But it was pretty empty, because this one isn't stabilized and centered, so it kind of floats all over the place, and it spills out most of the water by the end of the evening. Well, when she perched herself in there to take a sippy sip, it knocked everything over. Thankfully, my gazy ball didn't break. But I'm about to fill this fountain and take my booty in. Like I said, might come out here, I'm not sure. Or if I want to be scared in the dark, I might just watch a scary movie. It's Friday, that's what me and little dude do. But probably see you guys tomorrow. Hola guys, happy Sunday. I know this video is a little bit of mishmash. You have some leftover Friday, some thrifting Saturday, and I was gonna do a haul, but that would make this video super long. So I'm gonna go ahead and just settle in for the rest of the evening and see you guys tomorrow. Got a little project I'm working on outside, and we'll catch up and we'll do our haul then. But until I see you guys in a few hours, I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. I hope you guys are going to roll into a fantastic week. I hope you all are healthy and safe and happy. And until my next go round, I love y'all bunches. Bye.